Welcome to a Walt Disney World vacation for big kids. You're about to enjoy a magical tour of everything there is to see and do here with some helpful tips from Disney cast members along the way. So come on, let's get started.
Make a wish, and you're in a place where fairy tale dreams come true every day for kids of all ages. The Magic Kingdom Park.
When you first walk in and you see the castle, you see Cinderella's castle, and it's just, you know that the magic is always here. This is what the magic is really all about.
I've been here 5 times now, and every time I come, it's a thrill to my heart. I just enjoy myself.
Enter a land where fantasy is an everyday reality, and the most cherished characters on Earth put smiles on the faces of the young and the young at heart.
I saw Mickey Mouse. Oh my goodness, it's Mickey Mouse. That's what I thought. Oh my goodness, it's really Mickey Mouse. And you're like a kid again.
Each day, your favorite Disney characters celebrate classic magic as the Share a Dream Come True parade makes its way down Main Street, USA. All around this enchanted kingdom, classic Disney fun awaits.
You gotta do Space Mountain, and you gotta do, what's the ride with the Peter Pan, and you gotta ride Little Dumbo. I don't care how old you are, you gotta ride Dumbo. You gotta ride Dumbo. I don't know. I'm 40 and it doesn't matter, I'm 12.
In Liberty Square, share an inspiring moment with America's founding fathers at the Hall of Presidents. Across the way, 999 grim, grinning ghosts await in the Haunted Mansion. And no Disney trip is complete without a ride through It's a Small World.
I mean, I've worked a long time in my life. I want to play now, and this is marvelous to play.
The famous Magic Kingdom mountain range sends you freewheeling through the stars on Space Mountain. On a runaway railroad ride on Big Thunder Mountain. And deep into Brer Rabbit's laughing place for a fun-filled 5-story drop on Splash Mountain.
Oh, it lulls you into a very false sense of security, and then it goes up, 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 and over, and straight down.
Not far away, vagabonds and roustabouts sail into mischief on Pirates of the Caribbean. Then step aboard the Jungle Cruise for a tongue-in-cheek trip into the wild. On special nights, the Magic Kingdom comes alive with a dazzling, sparkling parade of light that winds its whimsical way through the streets. Then, just look high above Cinderella Castle for the wondrous display that is Fantasy in the Sky fireworks. The Magic Kingdom Park, where everyone's a kid again, every day. This is Epcot. It's unlike any theme park on Earth. Here, all the fun and enchantment of Disney comes together with the wonders of the real world. And every day brings new discoveries from cultures around the globe. Epcot is home to World Showcase, an international world tour made up of 11 countries and countless possibilities.
It's a nice way to experience international flavor without traveling abroad.
It was terrific too because I have been to Germany before, and when I came back here I really relived all the same kinds of people and the food and the dress, the costuming. It's all so authentic. It was incredible.
Around every corner the stage is set for unforgettable surprises. Musicians stroll the promenade. One-of-a-kind shops invite you inside. Every country tempts you to taste authentic cuisine. And world-class performances bring smiles to faces everywhere.
You see so many people from different countries, and you're standing and everybody is saying hello to you, and you don't see that every day. You feel good about that.
Throughout the year, Epcot is home to extraordinary events, like the incredible International Flower and Garden Festival each spring, the delectable International Food and Wine Festival in the fall, and the not-to-be-missed Holidays Around the World celebration in the winter. Across the World Showcase Lagoon, you'll discover a completely different world of excitement as Epcot celebrates the wondrous creations and innovations of science and nature. Shrink down to the size of a flea. In Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, where the laughs get big while you get really, really small. Then, buckle up for a fast and furious performance drill through hairpin turns and treacherous terrain as you put a car through its paces on Test Track. Every night the skies over Epcot glisten with wonder and song during Illuminations, Reflections of Earth.
There's this great crescendo and you think, oh my Lord, that was wonderful and that's the end of it. But it isn't the end of it, there's more. They go on with even more and more and more, and it's the best you've ever seen.
This amazing symphony of lasers, lights, and fireworks is a Walt Disney World tradition that will long burn brightly in your memory. Just one day at Epcot will take you around the world, into the future, and beyond anything you've ever imagined. Get ready for an adventure like no other. Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park. Every enchanted trail beckons you to explore and enjoy the most unforgettable adventures ever created. Disney's Animal Kingdom is many things, but it is definitely not a zoo.
I think Animal Kingdom is awesome. If you want to just walk around and drink it all in, that's fantastic. If you want exciting rides, if you really want to be thrilled, frightened, then it's that also.
The Tree of Life is full of surprises. Its trunk is cloaked with a tapestry of over 300 hand-carved animals. And deep within its roots, you'll find some of the funniest six-legged stars ever to put on a show in It's Tough to Be a Bug, a hilarious look at life from an insect's point of view. Across the way, let the Festival of the Lion King stage show move you as live singers and wild acrobats celebrate the circle of life.
Everybody who went there felt like a child. We were screaming and yelling just like the 8-year-olds.
Every day, join your Disney pals as Mickey's Jammin' Jungle Parade brings music and laughter throughout the park. Be sure to catch the King of the Jungle as things get swinging in the Tarzan Rocks stage show. Venture into Asia and challenge the white waters and shifting currents of Kali River Rapids.
Somebody was just walking on the bridge. He said, I can't believe you get that wet. I said, let me tell you, you get soaked. Not just wet, soaked. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Then, get ready for a thrill as you blast back in time to dodge giant meteors and vicious predators on Dinosaur. Explore the paths of Maharaja Jungle Trek, where tigers roam, giant bats fly, and dragons really live. Journey through the town of Harambe to reach Africa and stroll through Pangani Forest for an up-close encounter with gorillas, hippos, and meerkats.
I was totally surprised at what Disney was able to do in terms of bringing all these animals together in one location so that people can come and see what these animals are like and enjoy the habitat that they live in.
Set off on safari across 110 acres of breathtaking savanna, surrounded by real, freely roaming wildlife on Kilimanjaro safaris.
Every place we turned, you know, we just saw animals. It was wonderful. It was just like being in a safari, because I mean, the giraffes were right there next to the car. You know, you were just waiting for them to stick their head in.
This is Disney's Animal Kingdom, an unforgettable adventure for kids of all ages. Come, explore. Ready for all the action of the silver screen? How about a little taste of Broadway? This is the Disney Studios, and this is showbiz at its best.
When you're at Disney Studios, when you walk through those gates, you feel like suddenly you are in one of the movies.
Step foot on Hollywood Boulevard and discover the thrills of Tinseltown. Check into a new dimension of fear at the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
The best part of every vacation is getting the dickens scared out of you, so you can in fact open up to the other experiences.
Watch the action get up close and personal as thrills start rolling at the Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular. Then put on your thinking cap and warm up your fastest fingers as you play along at Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Play It. In this attraction, every answer counts, and you could end up in the hot seat.
Final answer.
Welcome to Muppet Vision 3D.
Join the Muppets for some madcap 3D mayhem.
We surrender! We surrender!
Other legendary Hollywood stars await on a journey into the greatest films ever made on the Great Movie Ride. Don't miss the Disney Stars and Motor Cars Parade. It's got all the style of a classic Hollywood premiere right out of the 30s and 40s. But these limos have a lot more character. Get a glimpse of classics in the making as real Disney artists pen features before your eyes on a tour through the magic of Disney animation. Then see animated characters magically come to life in unforgettable Broadway-style performances like Disney's Beauty and the Beast stage show. Every night, the sky sparkles with fire, music, and magic in Fantasmic, the ultimate clash between your favorite mouse and Disney's most dastardly villains.
A Fantasmic show has to be seen to be believed. I've never seen a lake on fire before, and dragons, music, fireworks, incredible, really incredible.
Amazing shows, incredible feats, silver screen thrills come to life. This is the Disney Studios, and this is what showbiz is. Want to save some time waiting in lines? Be sure to take advantage of Disney's exclusive FastPass service. It's a time saver at most of the popular theme park attractions.
Here's how it works. Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Well, welcome. I'm going to show you how this cool little machine works. First, you take your park ticket, then you place it in the FastPass kiosk. Then, once you do, you get another little ticket with a time frame on it. And guess what you do now, Lisa? Anything you want. Just come back when your time rolls around to enjoy your favorite ride. And best of all, Lisa, guess what? It's absolutely, positively free. Pretty cool, huh? Well, thanks for joining us, Lisa. Have a great time. Bye-bye.
Step into a grown-up wonderland where you'll find some of the best shopping anywhere. And some of the biggest names in food and fun from the biggest cities on the planet. Downtown Disney. Here you'll hit the heights of entertainment day and night.
You can shop here and eat here and dance here and drink here and laugh here, everything.
At night, adults can go out on the town on an island playground dedicated to nighttime fun. Pleasure Island takes you through 8 outrageous clubs. From comedy to cool jazz, classic rock to disco. Whatever your mood, you'll find it at Pleasure Island. Stroll down the block to sample incredible sights, amazing sounds, and tantalizing taste sensations. Here you can marvel at the Cirque du Soleil show La Nuba, exclusively designed for Disney. It's a mesmerizing theatrical experience filled with feats of physical daring, amazing acrobatics, and incredible artistry that will make you forget what you know and believe what you see.
You can't describe it. When you get in there, it is just amazing. It's amazing.
It is a fabulous show. It plays with your emotions. Everything, colors, sights, sound, it's just incredible.
The entire downtown Disney area is a shopper's paradise, complete with stores you've read about, filled with things you've only dreamed about, and much, much more. As you browse along the promenade, be sure to check out the World of Disney, offering more Disney merchandise than any other store on the globe, right alongside the kind of service Disney is famous for. Every day is different at Downtown Disney. The bigger the kid, the bigger the playground. You've already hit the parks and gone out on the town. Now it's time to make your vacation complete with a quick look at some other fun spots around our world. From splashing waves to rolling fairways, there's always something new to do. The Walt Disney World Resort is a tour-caliber golfing destination. Take the challenge at one of our 5 championship golf courses like Osprey Ridge and Eagle Pines or Magnolia, where the PGA stops each year.
Beautiful, beautiful. He didn't want me to do it the first time. He said it would be too tough and I'd be unhappy and I wouldn't enjoy the golf. I said, I don't care, I'll just ride in the cart. I want to see one of these beautiful courses.
I'll finish this.
Okay, here's the rest of the story.
She beat me the first time we played. So.
And I loved it, I loved it.
Ready to cool off? Take a deep breath and splash into the watery whirls of the Disney water parks. Dive in the waves, cool off on a Florida ice floe, or just enjoy a day of sand and surf in an exotic tropical paradise.
We're kids. We're still kids. We're big kids, you know.
And we told all the adults that were coming down, and they were all jealous because they've always wanted to do this. To have the opportunity to come down by yourselves and just do what you want anytime you want to do it. So it's been really wonderful down here.
Want to hit the courts for a tennis match or polish up your backhand with a private lesson? What about a fishing trip or a sail out on the lakes? There are more ways to relax here than you ever imagined. For the ultimate indulgence, visit one of the Disney spas and treat yourself to a soothing seaweed wrap or an invigorating massage. This is vacation paradise at its best. The best way to experience the magic of Disney every moment of your vacation is with a stay at an enchanting Disney resort.
is definitely the best value. You just feel so connected to everything. I don't want to have to drive to every location. Once you're here and you're part of the whole thing, and you're really truly connected to the magic.
It's easy. You don't have to rent a car. You don't have to, try to figure out, get on the interstate and try to figure out where you're going. You get at a resort, and the buses take you where you want to go, or the monorail or the boat, and you're there. It's easy.
When you stay in the middle of the magic at a selected Walt Disney World Resort hotel, a world of special benefits is yours, like Disney's special brand of magic around the clock. And you can also enjoy Extra Magic Hour, an exclusive benefit that gives you an extra hour in the parks. Plus, Disney transportation is yours to enjoy throughout your stay. It's like door-to-door service that takes you to all the parks and back to your resort whenever you like. So it's easy to head back to the room for a midday break. Spectacular Disney resorts, all with magnificent themes, invite you to enjoy the ultimate in relaxation in amazing places. From turn-of-the-century seasides and charming locales to exotic lands and larger-than-life settings, Disney resorts come in a variety of categories to fit every budget. You'll find more specifics in the brochure that came with this video. In the meantime, here's a glimpse into the Disney Resort magic. For a stay that's big on savings and on fun, choose Disney's Value Resorts. These delightful hotels feature some of our most whimsical pool areas and incredible food courts. For a charming change of pace, consider Disney's Moderate Resorts. Magically themed settings that recreate picturesque places and bygone days. Each one has its own themed pool area for a little tropical relaxation. Plus, with unique recreational facilities, tasty restaurants, and handy food courts, Moderate Resorts have their own special elegance at remarkably affordable rates. For a vacation filled with all the comforts of home, choose Disney's Home Away from Home Resorts. Here you'll enjoy all the benefits and amenities of a world-class resort while you stretch out in spacious rooms complete with a kitchen or kitchenette. If camping is more your style, Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground campsites or fully furnished wilderness cabins are just for you. For the ultimate resort experience, nothing else compares with Disney's Deluxe Resorts. Unmatched comfort and wonderful amenities. Breathtakingly themed hotels featuring beautiful vistas.
The Animal Kingdom Lodge is just absolutely wonderful. We wake up each morning to a giraffe eating outside our window. It's just fantastic. I can't wait to open up the blinds and look out.
World-renowned architects have designed each deluxe resort to be a work of art from top to bottom. Throughout your stay, you'll enjoy the highest level of attentive, personal service. You'll dine in critically acclaimed restaurants run by some of the world's greatest chefs. From character dining to dinner shows to world-class cuisine, every meal here has its own special magic throughout Disney's Deluxe Resorts.
The food is prepared so well, and with the service, there's not a trick that's missed. Let's just say it's consistent with everything else we've come to expect from Disney.
Discover the taste sensations of the African savannah at Jiko, the cooking place. For the tropical flavors of classic Florida, let Citricos tempt your senses. From the great American Northwest, enjoy the incredible cuisine of Artist Point. On Disney's Boardwalk, the Flying Fish Cafe is the place to be for scrumptious seafood and much more. Right next door, Spoodle sizzles with a delicious Mediterranean flair. And high atop Disney's contemporary resort is the California Grill, with its world-famous reputation for market-inspired cooking. From incredible dining experiences to fun-filled days of recreation, each of our resorts offers its own unique kind of enchantment. In fact, no Walt Disney World vacation is complete without staying in a Disney resort. Because at the end of your day at play, you won't want to leave the Disney magic behind. Take a look at the booklet that came with this video and choose the Disney resort that's perfect for you.
If you're the kind of person who enjoys having your vacation details taken care of ahead of time, you'll love the convenience, flexibility, and value of Disney vacation packages. We can even book your airfare and car rental too. And all packages include the ultimate park hopper ticket, created exclusively for Disney Resort guests. This ticket lets you come and go as you please through all 4 theme parks, water parks, Pleasure Island, and more from the moment you check in till the end of your checkout day.
You can tailor your vacation package to meet your needs by upgrading it to include everything from all of your meals to recreation options. Take a look at the booklet that came with your video for complete package information.
Now, if you're the kind of person who likes to put your vacation together yourself, you can purchase other park hopper tickets that offer flexibility and value too.
And here's a tip. You can save on park hopper tickets if you purchase them before you arrive. For your advance purchase savings, call 407-WDisney or call your travel agent.
Or order them online at disneyworld.com.
On the sea or by the sea, there are other great ways to enjoy the magic of a Disney vacation. Considering a trip to the beach during your visit? Include a stay at Disney's Vero Beach Resort in your Walt Disney World plans. It's a magical combination of sun, sea, and sand, just a 2-hour drive east of the Walt Disney World Resort on Florida's beautiful Atlantic coast. Add a Disney cruise to your Walt Disney World vacation and let your dreams set sail. Aboard Disney Cruise Line, you'll enjoy world-class entertainment, spectacular dining experiences, and legendary service more magical than any on the 7 seas. Here, everyone of every age discovers a special enchantment that's all their own. While children are away enjoying an entire deck devoted just to them, adults can indulge themselves in exclusive areas, like the soothing Vista Spa and Salon, our adult pool, the incredible Palo Restaurant, a late-night entertainment district with 3 very fun, very different nightclubs, even a private beach on the shores of Disney's Island Paradise, Castaway Cay, a magical stop for every Disney cruise. Set sail on an incredible adventure filled with all the magic and wonder of Disney. Check the booklet that came with this video for details on Disney Cruise Line vacation options.
The most exciting thing for me is when I saw the parade. And I had been, when I was in high school, in the parade, and I felt my feet going, and I started marching, and I was marching and dancing with the people as they were going by, and it was great.
We like to come here for what we refer to as a Disney fix, and it works every single time. I'm really 170 years old.
It doesn't matter how old you are when you come to Disney. You don't have to be a child. It's for children of all ages.
There is a place where wonderful friends welcome you home, where kids come in all ages, and each day ends happily ever after. There is a place where magic lives.